All right, now I'm just dealing with the sheet metal of a unit with one side removed so you can see what I'm doing here. On the volumetric fillers, it can happen to where some particulates get through and they get stuck in the orifice, this piece here. This is the last thing your fluid goes through before it goes into the spout. So what you need to do here is you take this off and rinse it out under a sink. No need to unscrew the two halves, and that usually gets everything out, whatever's in there. Occasionally someone will have to do it twice because they didn't quite get it, but usually you just run it under the sink and it's okay. Now these are all, most of them are put together with these little clips. These are just safety spacers here, and you pop those off and you depress the ring around here and it comes off like that. You can pretty much do these with your hands on anywhere in the machines. These are all these push fit connectors inside here. They're John Guess is the brand name we use, but Sharkbite is very big in the plumbing world. If you're familiar with how those work, same thing. Now we do include in the machine lately, last couple of years, is this little tool and a few extra O-rings on here, and we just have it stuck to the side, the opposite side over there inside the machine. And we mainly put the tool in just for this right here because you can't get your fingers in there. So what you do is you try to figure the position. You can kind of see the position of the red clip, and you can get a screwdriver in there. Here's a bigger version of the red clip, very same thing, but you can get a screwdriver in that slot and snap it off. And other times you can actually get your fingers around it and pop it off that way. That allows you to depress the gray ring. But you get the tool behind the gray ring, depress it, and it goes in and it comes off. There is one little hose barb here on the metal. It'll get caught on that, but you can work it off easily. Now this is what I'm talking about. This is how what you're doing actually on the other side is you're pushing that in, and sometimes you'll push it in, or like I say, first, if you can't get this in, if sometimes it's just tight, it won't move, and that you can't slide it, a little flat screwdriver helps a lot, and you can get it kind of under the gray collet, is what they call it, and that'll pop it off at least enough to get it started. Sometimes it'll come all the way off, but you can get it started to where you can get this tool in. And also there's a little step on here that's meant for getting in here, but it's very minimal. Sometimes you get it started and you just can't get it, but if you turn this around to the flat side, that gives you a little bit more, and then it makes it easier to come off of that hose barb. And then you just rinse it out under the sink and put it back in the same direction it came out, this direction. So like if you have a really big problem and all four of them are clogged, you don't want to take all four out and then forget which way it went back in. But that's the direction. The fatter side goes towards the spout. And like I say, you can look through these sometimes and see something in there. But most of the time it's off to the side and it doesn't get caught in the actual orifice itself until the fluid flows through it. So, and then when you put it back together, you can put the clip on first before you push it on the metal shaft. That way you don't have to deal with trying to get the clip on while it's on. You can't really do that so much with the plastic because it's so hard to push on. It usually bends and kinks the hose. But you can do this part out here. You can do it outside, and then you put the red clip on the other side and push it in.